This had to be the worst story I've actually heard all year. An individual in Philadelphia, an immigrant, was on a crowded train, and he he raped a woman. I'm sorry, there's no other way I can say it. He actually was able to rape a woman on a crowded train. 35-year-old Fishton Ngoy harassed a woman, groped her, and eventually raped her. And fellow passengers were on the train witnessing the event. This story is terrible on so many accounts, but let's just go to the video and just hear what officials say happened.
Darby's 69th Street Station passengers of the Market Frankfurt line are outraged.
The attack was brutal. It was wicked, and the worst part is when the people were watching.
Several people watching, some within arm's length, says Upper Darby Superintendent of Police arrested his 35-year-old Fishton Ngoy, who investigators say is seen on a train security camera sitting next to the alleged victim, touching her, and then raping her. Investigators say a female SEPTA employee called in the attack, which was relayed on radio, about the attacker disrobing on a train at 56th Street Station. SEPTA says Ngoy was arrested at 69th Street Station on the train in the act.
I can tell you that people were holding their phone up in the direction of this woman being attacked.
To tell the truth, this story actually encompasses everything that's going on wrong in this country right now. Our immigration system is broken because this person wasn't even supposed to be in the country anymore. He was here on a student visa in 2012, and it expired in 2015 because he was no longer a student. It is 2021, and he was able to commit this assault. He was already in trouble with the law with multiple arrests, with 2 of his arrests being for a controlled substance and for sexual abuse. So apparently he had a history in doing this. But why wasn't he deported? The system is completely broken, and people who were on the train, I don't even see how you can't interfere in a situation like this. And if there was people to intervene, thank you. But it doesn't seem like if he was actually able to successfully rape a woman. And why isn't there more outrage being put out on the news? Why isn't the news media pushing this? Well, it's probably because he's a black illegal immigrant, and the narrative shouldn't be that important. We should take these situations seriously. Understand that, yes, there are some good people coming into this country, but right now, especially with the border being wide open, there's some very, very bad people coming in here, and they're trying to do bad things and harm American citizens, true American citizens, born here, legally immigrated here. But I just couldn't understand why this happened. It makes no sense. My thoughts and prayers go out to this woman and to this individual. I hope they throw the book at you and then deport you after they throw the book at you. We need to build that wall. I'm sorry. There was something good happening during that time, and right now we have individuals who don't care, and they're able to run freely and wild and do whatever they want to. I mean, think about it. Crime is growing rapidly, and it's because in these cities, these Democratic ran cities, we have individuals like Mayor Lightfoot, who is actually continuing a war with the police. At first she wanted to defund the police, and now she is just like, well, if y'all don't take y'all COVID shot, that's pretty much an insurrection, and if y'all walking off the job, it's still an insurrection. Y'all are disobeying my orders.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
There is a different tone from CPS, from Pedro Martinez. He was asked, what's going to happen to those who don't have their vaccines, and he said the other day, we're going to work with them. We're going to talk to them. We're going to make sure try to understand what's going on. So why a different tone for CPS than the police?
Well, I don't think there is a different tone for one versus the other. CEO Martinez has indicated that, and again, in agreement with the union, so that is one circumstantial difference, that every adult in the system has to be vaccinated. And that agreement was reached months ago, and they've been working very hard to execute on that agreement, reached with all the collective bargaining agencies that employ folks at CPS. So it's a very different set of circumstances, and I think he believes it's going to be a very small group that remains either unvaccinated or not signing up. And so he understands, though, that accountability is important, as do we. So you asked the question of why the lawsuit. Because we believe that the FOP leadership is trying to foment an illegal work stoppage or strike, pure and simple. We've laid that out in the materials, and we're not having that. The contract is clear and it's been known for a long time. The police unions are not authorized to strike. It's in their collective bargaining agreement, and it's a matter of state law. What we've seen from the Fraternal Order of Police, and particularly the leadership, is a lot of misinformation, a lot of half-truths, and frankly flat-out lies in order to induce an insurrection. And we're not having that.
And then in the same city, they're letting criminals get away with robberies for less than $1,000. Places ran by Nancy Pelosi in San Francisco, same thing. Crime is going up, police trust is going down, and police officers wanting to actually help and stay on the force, that's going down tremendously. Where are we at as a country? Where are we as a country where people can actually commit violent assaults in front of individuals on a crowded train? Makes no sense. It's disgusting.